This upcoming week is going to be the longest week in the Dopey training so far for the Disney Marathon weekend. It's going to be 11 miles. I've not run 11 miles in probably 9 months, and even then it was really hard. Now, it's still summer. There's going to be 95% humidity and in the 70s as of now. So what am I going to do to be prepared for this? The first big motivator I had was last year I ran the Disney Marathon and I got swept at mile 22, putting on a bus, taken to the end. So I became determined this year to lose weight, to continue my training, to get through this. All of that is going to help motivate me for that 11-mile run this weekend. So this is week 10 of the Galloway plan, which has the 11-mile run. This is the last really long run that exists that don't become 2 a week, where it's going to be Saturday and Sunday running because I am training for Dopey. So this is my last chance to really try to see how are my socks working, how are my shoes holding up, all of the little things I've been working out over the past 9 weeks. So far I've completed 9 weeks of the marathon training, and throughout those 9 weeks, there's always a 2 45-minute run and then a long run on the weekend, which alternates from week to week. When I started 9 weeks ago, I was running over a 14-minute mile. Now I'm down consistently below 13-minute miles. On my Saturday run in week 9, which was only 3 miles, but I managed to be under 12-minute mile. I was 11:50. The other big thing I noticed that's really gonna help me as I continue to train is that initially when I was running, my heart rate was around 180. It would get to 180 throughout the runs. Now I'm staying around 160, 170. I could see my cardiovascular improving as I monitor myself. I am having to balance this process throughout work and everything else, so I'm having to get up pretty early in the morning. Even if it wasn't for work and everything else, it gets so hot so fast down here that I really have to get up early no matter what. The more of the run I can do before the sun comes up, the better off I'm going to be. That is going to hold true for marathon weekend as well. When I started, I weighed 235. This week I was in the office where they provided lunch, so I didn't really get to count calories this week, but I still tried to stay pretty close to it, tried to balance it. My current weight is 229 pounds. So I didn't lose weight this week, which is okay, but I didn't gain weight either. My goal is to be 200 pounds by the time the race comes around, which is still 19 weeks away. So I still have quite a ways to go. As of now, based on the trajectory, I should be around 207, 7 pounds more than I want to be. I'm really trying to still shoot for that 200 pounds, but we'll see what happens. I also started some weight training this week, so I'm hoping that by doing some strength training on my upper body, it helps with the weight loss over time. As most people who run long distances, you know, it isn't just your legs. You tend to run and train your legs, but your core, your chest, your back, all of it become a part of it when you get into that endurance aspect of the run. Now, all of that leads me up to week 10 on how I've been preparing for this upcoming week. There are 2 45-minute runs on Tuesday and Thursday, and then 11 miles on Saturday. All of that build up, all of training with the socks, the shoes, the different things have really helped prepare me for this weekend. As I said, it's going to be 95% humidity though when I start running, and it isn't going to really drop down before I finish running. It's going to be in the upper 70s, so it'll probably feel like the upper 80s. For these long runs, I have a Camelback that I wear. Link in the description for all the equipment I use, but I wear this Camelback. I'm going to put a mixture of electrolyte water in it. It's going to be about enough water based on my hydration calculator to be the 11 miles. It'll be a little short, but I think it'll be okay. I have a bigger one that I'm going to start using for the half marathons and more, just to kind of rotate through them. Based on my hydration calculator, I should be drinking 77 ounces of water for this run, which is a little over 2 liters. So I'm going to be about half a liter short. So when I start running, it's going to be dark, so at least the sun won't be beating down on me. The hardest part when running with this much humidity though, is how much of it builds up on your clothes. Last time when I ran, I lost over 3.5 pounds of water. And though I wear water repellent shorts and shirts and socks and everything else, still a portion of it sticks there. So that adds some extra weight on you. It can also create some chafing. So I just have to watch out for that. Make sure that I use Glide and I get prepared. Make sure I have my hydration set. Make sure I have my hat and sunglasses. So when the sun comes up, it's not beating down on me, because there will probably be about a half hour of the run that will be in the sun. I'm really going to test the limit on the Glide. I'm also going to test these blister-proof socks that I'm wearing to see, because last year I did get blisters on my feet. We'll see whether I get blisters or not this run. That is the most important piece of this training, is building up the endurance, but also testing all the equipments and the practices, making sure what you eat in the morning, all of that is part of the routine, so you know what to expect that morning when you do the run. I have been kind of stuck on the diet, so I'm hoping this next week I lose 1 to 2 pounds, so I get back on track to get close to that 200 pounds. I'm going to be very strict on the diet. I'm going to try my hardest to stick to the calories. Saturday will be hard with that 11-mile run because I'll burn 1,200, 1,500 calories. But considering I have a desk job, just a very small amount of calories can make it so I don't lose weight very easily, because I do have such a sedentary job. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see how my journey started, click this video right here. When the video is ready, you can see how the 11-mile run went right here. Bye.